I am grateful for the opportunity to appear before you to address concerns regarding recent posts on social media and subsequent misreporting or other ones that have been generated which has caused apprehension within the distinguished House. I want to begin by reiterating my utmost respect for the committee and its constitutional role and the job or task it has to vet persons to high office in this country. Yesterday, I watched the proceedings and was eagerly looking forward to the vetting of Dr. Manibuama, a man of enormous integrity and respect. I want to extend my apologies to him that his vetting process became the subject of, in some respects, overshadowed by conversations about an alleged post. I'm grateful that the committee in its wisdom has invited me and, in fact, also allowed the vetting to continue, which allowed Dr. Manibuama to show his grit and integrity. Mr. Chairman, yesterday, the second Deputy Minority Whip and Member of Parliament for Weja, Igbawe, the Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, read a statement which is being referred to as the second statement, which was repeatedly attributed to me. As has been said categorically, those statements were not mine. At no point did I accuse the chair of this committee or members of the NDC for having asked for or to be given money or to submit themselves to oral. It is in fact on record that I've praised the chair of this committee for his leadership of the committee during the ministerial vettings. And these were my comments, sir. May God grant us all the serenity and maturity of Honorable Ahiafo Bernard, for in the face of grave immaturity and tantrums, he retains the dignity, his dignity. To those of you who say he's weak for refusing to engage, I think that he has shown that strength is not loud, it is patient and deliberate. Mr. Chairman, I categorically disassociate myself from the comments attributed to me, I mean from subsequent remarks that have been made by others that I was accusing certain members of this committee for corruption. The misinformation, as I was said, was appeared on a Facebook post under one NPP Projects Bureau. In fact, there's evidence that 4 days ago when the post appeared, I commented on it as being fake. The same post found its way into platforms of various lawyers, and repeatedly I disassociated myself from those comments and said that they were fake. We're happy to provide the committee with evidence of same. I unfortunately must also address the claim that it is a notorious fact that he's a member of the NDC. In fact, I must say that the victory of the NDC, now everybody says they are NDC members. But this is completely untrue. I have not been a member of the NDC in the past, and it is my hope that my ideology, which has always been stated, I've always voted consistently for the CPP, and I will continue to do so. Mr. Chair, I want to, in fact, provide context and clarity to the posts that have caused consternation before the committee. In fact, when I was making the post, I was referring in many respects, yes, to information that I had, and also in particular to these types of allegations that come up often and that plague this committee and its honorable duty before it. The intent of the post was to invite persons who were reaching out to me in my inbox because of the work I do, that there ought to be a process by which they submit themselves to. Now, in my choice of word, in fact, if you look at the statement that was made, that have been shared with me, you'd see that the post has been edited several times because I'm trying to convey the right tone. Unfortunately, perhaps lacking the gift of the gab, I made the post in a manner that suggests that I was accusing specific members of this committee to this. And Mr. Chair, if you allow me to further draw the committee's attention to the real import of that post and what I was trying to achieve with it.
Please, there is no need reading the statement. We all have copies. So just proceed. Just proceed with your apology.
Mr. Chair, the truth is, despite this, I was in fact working on an article concerning this very issue. And that the context of the post were reflections that I were having in connection with so many issues that I found as part of my research. And if the committee would allow me, I'm able to provide that again, context and clarity. I say unequivocally, Mr. Chair, on Monday evening, I watched the current majority leader on CCTV's point of view. He spoke about concerns he and others has raised in the past regarding improper approaches that have been made to the committee. I am aware that an ad hoc committee was set up by the House which found that because it did not provide documentary evidence of improper approaches, he should apologize. Today, he stands elevated among his peers. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Manasseh Azure published a book, The President Ghana Never Got. This was his words in the book.
Please, are you going to render apology? We are not interested in what Manasseh has said in the past. Please. Please.
Mr. Chairman, I crave your indulgence for context and clarity. I crave your indulgence for context and clarity as to why my post. In the book, Mr. Manasseh said, Muntaka never mentioned that the only cash that came to the appointment
Mr.
committee.
Oliver Baka Vomawa, are you going to do justification or you want to render an apology and we close this meeting?
Mr. Chair, I have no intention to lecture the committee. If the committee resolves that the context of the post is irrelevant to the commission, the question here, I'm happy to proceed as the committee has directed. Now,
proceed as the committee has directed.
Mr. Chair, I am saying here clearly that my post was not intended to disparage members of the committee, and I have not intended to say that members of this committee have received or demanded bribes from various individuals. At no point was my statement intended to communicate same. And for those reasons, I apologize. Mr. Chair, the reason why I have left the post on and not deleted it, in fact, I did contemplate it, was because I saw that the words had been twisted and that it became imperative on me that I maintain the post in its original form. That if I was questioned on it, reference can be made to be able to verify it. This is the reason why it wasn't deleted.
So now that it's been resolved, will you want to pull it down?
Mr. Chair, I am happy to. As the conversation has generated, as indicated, and the clarity has been brought to it, I'm happy to.
Sure. You are hereby advised to also do a disclaimer. A disclaimer of what you claim you are not responsible. Then we can pick it up from there.
Most grateful. I reiterate again categorically, and for all intents and purposes, as I have done 4 days ago and continue to do, that I have at no point uttered those words. All I know about the statement is that appeared on an MPP Projects Bureau Facebook account. That's it. I don't know the source of it.
Thank you very much. You may now proceed to let us have copies of your disclaimer at the various platforms.
Maskallo barkanmu da dawowa na ce barkanmu da dawowa sabida mun je hutu da muka je it was warranted ko ba haka ba mun dawo insha Allah akan na ku babban dandali inda muke shiga batutuwar siyasa mu tattauna su tare da 'yan siyasa yadda ya kamace a tattauna. Babu wani shiri irin haka akan allon talabishin sai dai ma'auni kuma akan baina tv tashin talabishin mai martaba da aka yi sabida al'umma musulmi duk baki daya kasar Ghana ga kuma in an ce al'umman musulmi sai harshen Hausa kenan. Sabida haka mun yi ne saboda ku da kuke bibiyan siyasa kuna neman irin shiri haka cikin harshen Hausa, saboda ku muka yi shi insha ma Allahu. Wannan shiri dai ka shiga cikin zangwanenmu sai dai wanda bai son siyasa. Dai kana son siyasa kuma ko da yaushe kana bibiyan siyasa a kan talabishin, tabbas ka san ma'auni kuma tare da ni Mallam Fary. Yau mun dawo tunda aka shiga zabe, muka je muka kada kuri'a aka zabi John Dramani Mahama a zaman mu yau daidai wanga lokaci shine shugaban kasa na Ghana. An tun kaddamar da shi kuma ya soma yin aikin shi, yana ambaton sunanakin ministoci da dai yi aiki da su daidai da alkawali da ya yi ma al'umman Ghana cewa kamar shi ba zai yi aiki da ministoci da yawa ba. Ya ce zai yi shi ne daidai da yanda mutanen Ghana muka gamsu da shi, domin mun san gwamnati da ya wuce shi kuma nashi da ya kawo shi ne zai yi aiki da ministoci fiye da yadda ake tsammani ma ana yi. Ya ce a yi mai a auna kokarin da zai yi da yawancin ministoci da zai ɗauki aiki. Aunawan kenan aka yi a zabe na 2024, muka ga nasara da ba taba yi ba tun da aka kafa wannan jam'uyya na hudu, kuma asara da ba taba yi ba tun da aka kafa. Na ce an taba yi ba dan tun da mu idonmu ya bude muke bibiyan siyasa, wannan ya firgitar da al'umma da yawa. Firgita kuma ya ba mu gamsuwa, babban gamsuwa cewa kaman kasan nan al'umma idan an je gefa kuri'a ana kada kuri'a ne sabida na farko yanayin tattalin arziki, domin mun san election da aka shiga ciki bangarori biyu ne, da yana batun tattalin arziki da ya tabarbare, da kuma na batun yadda za a ci gaba da mulkin wannan kasa ta kan hanyar digitalization. A karshe dai shi tattalin arziki da ya tabarbare ya kawo al'umma da dama fitina da wuya ya zo cikin rayukansu, shi ya ci nasara, kuma nasara na John Dramani Mahama da jam'iyyar NDC. Well, we know that the appointment committee in parliament sun fara tattaunawa da ministoci da aka ambaci sunansu sabida a amince da su, amince da wasu su. Shi a tufosin Muntaka Mubarak da sauransu dai duk sun tafi gidan majalisa. Shi gaban appointment committee an je an tattauna, an amince da zaba da aka musu matsayinsu na ministoci, sun soma aikinsu yau. Omani Buama kuma ya kasance jiya kenan ko shi ma ya kasance gidan majalisa inda aka tattauna da shi. Maganganu ya tashi from MFA to Victor, shi kullum dan buga sunan shi shan juya shi, Victor Vomawo, su duka sun yi nasu maganganu. Privileges committees an inviting shi, ya zo ya yi mika nashi afuwa. Wasu mu dai suka ce ba namiji ba ne, amma cikin appointment committee da aikinsu da suke yi duka, ni daya ya taba ni, daya da ya taba ni. Wasu na gan wani abu ne da za su kwatanta a matsayin nasara ga ita wanda aka zaba a matsayin ministan yankin Greater Accra. Kowa ya santa, ita nata vetting, da ta je za a tattauna da ita, za a tantance competencinta da ke nuna cewa kamar ta cancace a bata wannan matsayi. An yi shi don a cikin wani ɗan karancin lokaci ne, inda mutane da yawa suka ce ta yi kokari. Ni dai na ce ba haka ba ne. domin idan ka zo yankin Greater Accra ga wasu muna sammani cewa kamar da ya kamaci ta vetin tamma a yi shi kwana biyu domin an karanga muna nan tare da problems, issues. Yeah, so it cannot be the case that the Greater Accra minister da aka zaba ita ce ta samu karancin lokaci, mafi karancin lokaci wurin shi vetin. Amma that is the decision da parliament suka dauki wato shi wannan committee da ke yin wannan aiki. Wasu mu dai da yawancin mu mun ce bai dace ba domin aikinsu da aka basu suke yi shine a tantance competency shi wanda aka ambaci sunan shi as minister. So competency ta kan wani anya, wani irin anya da ta bi ta yi aikinta da na ministan yankin Accra, da shi ne yanki idan an yi batun wato adadin yawancin mutane wato population. It has the largest population in the country. It is the most densely populated region in the country. It is the most developed region in the country. It is the region with most of the problems in terms of infrastructure, the sauransu in the country. Because when you look at the volume, the number of people living in the Greater Accra region, kadoke shi ta fannin sanitation kawai ba wasa bane. So such a minister should have been intensely vetted. That this is my opinion. Yeah. Wannan kuma duka na zagayo yana komo da mu da muke fira kamar idan ka shiga cikin gidan majalisa ba su da serious. Ba su da serious. Mai fade ni na ce waɗanda suke gaggaya mata wasu maganganu ni dai ban ra'ayi da su. Domin yan gidan majalisan su suka ba da dama ake cin mutuncinsu, ake rena su. Domin ba ya ce yanki da ke da problems, issues, the capital. I say someone, because na ce capital, the capital is Accra. But we all know, those of us who are in Greater Accra know that Accra is Greater Accra in itself. Kariya nike yi, shi Ankaran, Greater Accra ne. Domin dai batun Ankara za a yi, then that's the small metropolitan area da ke can nan. Amma inda da yi batun capital din da yanzu mu da muke Madina ma muke cewa muna cikin Accra. Ankaran kenan. Shi yasa akwai issues, akwai problems. It cannot be the case that a ce wannan minister ita ce aka ta samu karancin lokaci a veti da aka yi. Duk na nuna cewa 'yan gidan majalisa su yi nazari domin election da aka yi shekaran jiya gana nuna cewa kamar al'umma ido ya yi ja. Kai da za a baka dama na wani iko na wani shugabanci da za ka zo ka yi wani abu da bai dace ba, za a kada kuriya kuma a ingije ka a yarka gefe. Shi sa su gano haka. Yau kamar yadda muka saba yi ba da bata lokaci ba, dama mun tun bata lokaci. Ina da wakilan jam'iyyar siyasa biyu da za su zo su kasance da ni ya so mu yi wannan tattaunawa. They are not ya sunan shi new persons on this show. Na farko na da Usman Audu, NPP Communications Officer ne for Odododio constituency. Shi kuma assistant researcher ne daga Dankwa Institute. Tukunan Abdul Razak Hussein, NDC Secretary for Madina constituency. Sun yi aiki tukuru suka taimaka wannan karo ma shi sosu dan majalisa na Madina ya ƙara mika wato gap da ke tsakanin shi da PC na NPP. In the previous elections, gap da ke tsakanin shi da Boniface was hovering around 16,000. Yeah. This time around, sun double. That's almost double the gap between them and Boniface in the 2020 election. Wannan na nuna wani abu ɗaya cewa kamar Madina constituency is now becoming a stronghold for the National Democratic Congress. Kamar yadda na faɗa ba da battle yau muka dawo shi yasa za mu shiga ciki ne ya so mu soma akwai batutuwa da dama da za mu duba. There is a petition to the President John Dramani Mahama na Electoral Commission wanda ake bukata a fidda ita aiki sabida wasu ababa da ta yi, wasu breaches na ayyukanta da ta yi. Ɗaya daga ciki da ke da ƙarfi shine hana yan Saul ko sunan kenan ƙada kuri'a zabe da aka yi 2020. We all know the reasons behind this. It goes just beyond the wishes of the one who wrote this petition. We all know. And da mu shiga ciki mu duba shin anya a saya kan wannan kawai a ce ita wato Electoral Commission da sauran deputies ta a fidda su aikinsu ko a karbi aikinsu annunsu ko a kore su aiki, domin kundin tsarin mulkin kasa ya sanya wannan dama annin shugaban kasa ba gaba ɗaya ba ne, ana bin wasu kan ƙa'idodi ne. Ta taka doka wani irin doka ta taka, dokan da ta taka ma ya iya ya bar a yanke wannan shawara a kanta ya so a fidda ita aiki kamar yadda ya kasance ma Charlotte Osei. But as to whether these these grounds are strong enough to initiate wani ya sunan shi processes against her ya so a fidda ita aiki, wannan lokaci zai ban mu gano. Har wa yau post election violence muna gani was allegedly supporters of the NDC suna besiege various public ya sunan shi din inda dai ake ayyuka na gwamnati, suna cewa kamar gwamnati su shike mulki sun zo power, su kuma suna neman a ba su dama su kuma su karbi waɗannan ayyuka su kuma su yi. Idan kai magana sai su ce ai 2016 ma NPP sun yi one, but then waɗanda suke da idon kallo suka ce an yi 2016 amma yanda aka yi shi this time wai ba taba yi ba a cikin wato tarihi na demokradiyyar a kasan nan. Akwai dai batutuwa da dama da za mu duba. Wasu kuma cases da kenan a kotu da wancan gwamnati suka soma, mun ga wannan gwamnati sun fara wato cewa kamar ba su da interest, suna ta drop charges da ake da shi a kai ne dai shine Upuni da wato Sedu Agungo, shi na wato Cocoa Board da sauran ababa da aka tuhume su da shi. Tukunnan kuma sabo da muka ji shine na Atuforcing ambulance case da kenan a kotu da shekaran jiya mun ga kotu ta yanke wasu hukunci a kai wanda ya nuna cewa kamar nan gaba ma karshe Atuforcing dai yi nasara ne, but then we've seen certain decisions have been taken so far by the attorney general inda gwamnati ke nuna cewa kamar waɗannan cases duk ba su da interest a ciki. Sannu ku da zuwa. Ya kamar kun amsa abin ba da wani vim ba, kai kake power ana ce maka sannu ku da ko dai appointment kenan. To sannun ku da zuwa kana buga kana nan kana ta mammashin ko dai John Mahama ne.
Shi ne.
Sannu ku da zuwa.
Sannu ka ne Mallam Fary.
Sannu mu da sabon shekara. Kuka ji kuka yi aiki, kuka yi election. This is the first time in 2025 on this show. Kunje Hutu. I was talking about Medina and how well you people have performed this time around. I mean, opening the gap, 27,000. That is huge between you and the MPP. Are we safe now to say that Medina yanzu an ce stronghold ne na NDC MPP ba su da dama Medina?
You
of course, you being the secretary, the constituency secretary.
Mallam Fary,
farko dai shan ce bismillahir rahmanir rahim kuma in gaida shi sarkin Madina Alhaji Saidu Baba Sarki Ahmed kuma da sarakansa duka kuma da imamun Madina Sheikh Shaibu Abdullah da deputy session duka Mallam Ahmed, Mallam Mumin, Mallam Yusuf, Mallam Wais, Mallam Mumin da su duka daidai baki daya duka shi sarkin Zongo sarki da gadu kuma da sarakan Zongo duka baki daya da imamun Zongo Sheikh Salman da imaman Zongo duka baki daya na ga da shi MP mu lawyer Francis Xavier Sosu da constituency executive da party members duka kamar yadda ka fadi Madina yana mai kamar naga muka zo muka yi tattauna batu Madina prior to the elections we meet several times muka discuss a lot of issues by concerning Madina kuma shi na bada one breakdown kamar mun bada huge gap in the car recall da kyau na zama kan studio kan gano na ce kamar this time around mun double gap na muka ba Honorable Boniface kuma gaskiya kuma kana kai kaga even at a point in time we didn't move the kamo party mun samu wani senior kids ko comrades na suna ya call we no su basu da confidence kaman mun win like at a point in time suna wasu su ma sun ce kaman especially we conference organizer the new secretary we overconfidence kaman mun win yes we overconfidence because she muna aiki at the grounds kuma she muna zuwa grounds kuma bayan zuwa grounds na da kanshi MP da kanshi mu da shi especially MP da conference organizer wani abu anani ajiga da ni da kaina da even chairman ma wani abu faila mun je rounds muka bishi muka shiga wasu wani ngwa feedback ko kwa response na muke samun na a build wannan confidence level mu because kagan cikin siyasa in wani area kama ya vote ma from his demeanor kana ya gane kama wani ga gaskiya ne ya ready a vote ma kuma haka nan non mesh kuma kana ga yana play with your mind kana ya read kuma that is in the case deep politician ne kana ya read kaga kuma ga yana play the mind kan ne so you know how to go about it yasa gaskiya mu yi aiki kuma ba aiki mutum guda bane aiki mu duka ne despite the challenges na muka go through ka tuna independent one candidate independent two candidates duka amma duka na ya take the foresight and the vision of the leadership at the helm of affairs mun bare mu duka mu understand kama ba wani na efi the constitution of the NDC big no single individual is bigger than the constitution of the National Democratic Congress being it at the branch level at the ward level constituency level the alzu adebisa so at a point now muhimma mutane magana those who na muka saka suna engage in anti party conduct muka musu magana muka chale ba batun wani muke save bo muna save the party nani isa ande an je polls ne medike ba ka ji dadi ba wannan bai goda kaman ba ka zo gobe ka zo ba ka samu you only need to go and do your homework well and then come back organize yourself strongly and come back
mun samu lokaci mu yi a firan Madina da kyau Usman ododo dio this time be work ba na tuni akan shirin ga ka ce min kaman ododo dio you were going to wrestle the seats
bari ga da malamai a shekun Usman ne sharbuto ga da sarakai Hausawa duka baki daya ga da constituency executive mu da former vice president Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia election da ka kala research ne shi ga gan your grounds and your stand da ka kai election da shi and elections have something as you keep doing research kai ka gan kaman karfin ka ke ga on the day of elections that is where the proper research comes in in ka duba ododo dio muna da business side the residents the research that we did in ka duba business side na predominantly MPP ke waje samun san kaman ko after vote ba abin da mu samu kenan in kuma ka tuna the entire country apathy hit MPP very hard the
apathy
yes
isn't apathy also a way of protest? I mean,
no, I'm just saying it hits very hard. I'm not saying whether it's protest, but that is what I said. Yeah, hit him very hard. Because I recall going on the grounds on election day, you see people seated in Kotwaba. Some people will not even come. You've done all you are supposed to do. They didn't turn up to vote. And you see, I am of the view that everything that happens in your way as a Muslim, I take it in good faith and I ask myself questions. And the next time, what will I do and better what happened this time around? Because if you look at the votes that NDC got, they dropped. The analysis that I did, definitely they dropped.
They didn't.
They dropped.
In your constituency?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you ask of Odudu.
Yeah.
They dropped. Anytime anytime the Neil Adevanda point 40 cases, I'm this time they came to 35, 36, 35. So if we had done our we had people coming out to vote in their numbers, but like it to push, but all the same, just as the leader of the party said, the flag bearer said, this is what the people said. Voice people, voice the voice of the voice of God. This is what they said. So you just have to go by it and shake it back. Take a examiner. You do your own work and you come back stronger. That is what I believe.
You do your homework and you come back stronger. Already, John Dramani Mahama, Jafaraiki, Yaso Mike. So far, Akwa Budeya da Yeyi da Kachi, Gabin de Yeyi de Suma, Yasuma de Kel. Akwai wani abu kuma da kenan da yayi da ka ci ga abin da yayi bai soma da kyau.
For me ni na fadi da kowa, this is a 2020 this year, this is the 10th radio station, a TV station that I've gone to. To me, I followed politics. Then when Girma 92, now I've been in politics. 2012 I was around, so I saw what happened. To me, the appointment that came is like musical chairs. The same old faces being turned around to every place to go and work. And if you look at me, the entire group, there are two people in NDC that they stand up for me anytime. It's not because of where they are coming from. Mutaka Mubarak and Aaron Idris. There are two people that when it comes, I'm a student of parliamentary affairs. I follow parliament deeply. So there are two people that I learn a lot from them. There are two people that I have seen that these people people that I can put my trust in, that they can work and deliver. Looking at the appointment that I saw, one shocking one that it hit me to the marrow was the Minister for Employment. Because I remember very well his words when we were struggling in 2016 for jobs. 2012 to 2016, what he told us, he said we should go into the bush and go and cut grasses and come and sell. It will help us. And this same person is going to that ministry. And I ask myself questions. Is it that we've not learned anything? Is it that we've gotten an overwhelming majority, so we can just play that card? And again, you see, whatever you say about somebody, don't repeat it. If you sit here, we say Jan Krumah is doing ABCD, and we see Sharaf in a plane following you wherever you are going. Is Sharaf a staffer? I want to know, is Sharaf a staffer? That is the question that I keep asking people. If Sharaf is a staffer, what's the problem? But I say this everywhere I go again, that statement in the Constitution, conflict of interest, I have a problem with it. I have a serious problem with that statement in the Constitution. Now, Mallam Fary, you are my brother. I'm going for an elections. Mallam Fary 1 million Ghana cedi. Take a campaign this. After I've won, I pay you back. Go back a number. But this is the way this is the time that in the Constitution they said don't appoint someone that is closer to you, or don't give job to somebody. You see, until we start funding political parties, to me, we should amend that clause in the Constitution.
We make a deliberate effort as a country. Yes. This
is where I key the shit. In the Karfina, because a political party brand and I have there are people that anytime you go to them, they help the parties.
And those are your friends.
Exactly, they help you. If you are going for an elections, you can do a budget. The budget that you have done, with anticipation. Appointment in that case, CEOs in Gaduka. I'm a party person. It's a Kuluna for Duakamo. In the Gawani, I kitchen party. I reward it in Najindadini. Nikuluna for Dua.
Mungadian, I see Dunkitia.
That is where that is where the problem is, and I'm using the knife with two sides, but I'm cutting both sides. na for the man come on. Yes, the constitution says come on, nepotism, favoritism is not good. And another side of the knife well the man come on. But the kudi diana ni ya ba example ni go na wa. I say ni go just only dey come on me buy collection. So I like that girl is taking.
Do you agree with that? Come on. Look at Chia Kai. What's Baba the kitchen? I know that one of the things that John Mahama Yayini I set up even a committee Aduba constitution in some previous governments soon take steps including mills the Yayina Shakufadu Kumayai wani aiki kadan wurin Aduba she could inside mulking because of course a lot of people are going to suke duban come don't and this is also an overwhelming majority in parliament. Maybe John Dramani Mahama na so ya bita kan wannan ya mika lokaci da constitution ya bashi dama ya yi mulkin kasa mun san yayi na farko na biyu yake cikin ga, but then in ka duba shi the broader picture a lot of people are calling for reviews of the constitution. I mean, considering what he just said, abune da ya kamace a duba this conflict of interest still because NDC I mean appointment in ga we've heard people keep pointing fingers at Asedun Ketia and just pull video she so yake talk about family and friends and relatives shakacha anya doki wannan wukan nan no asare shi
Mallam Fary conflict of interest. Yes, conflict of interest. Kuma kai magana ne ke bana mutambe ne Asedun Ketia Junior. Prior to the elections, Munganshi Koba Muganshiba.
He's visibly
yes.
active.
Was he visible? Was he active? Was he keenly involved in all the campaign activities that we were going to and fro across the length and breadth of this country? And the answer is yes. At Tamachki Madina Munga conference nga. Ya zo nanga I think the memory na ya said come on 2 occasions. One of it was that the charismatic evangelical church where the youth wing were having their program. He was there. 2020, neither she will meet like a Pantine higher heights. Yazojin. The same as you Ketia Junior go. Yazojin. She muna lunch wanga one enclave na muna lunch rally so. 2024 nga dezo nanga baya nanga yazo UPS. UPS Madina ni sanak ma yazo atrako. So now I think some part of within Madina one program at Ngayazo. And not just only here. Kaganshi Bronga Afu, Kaganshi Ashanti region, Kaganshi Cape Coast. He was serving on the youth working committee at the national level. So the question is Yaye Aiki Kobe Aikiba.
So it's about
competence.
Visibility, competence,
experience, and loyalty. These are the things. Key things.
But it doesn't matter. Machine is related to. So in the case of Sharaf, the Shida John Suki Yao, because we've seen him in the campaign. So yeah, Biba Shiko in what capacity?
The president has that discretionary powers. It determines when the one that Niki is to be. The president at any point in time or at any given point in time, going in America, she come on no, in a need Mallam Fary services in ka. Yeah, your order.
But that was considered wrong.
It wasn't. It was two different things altogether. Munga campaign akufado echingaringa. Kuma besides that, Sharaf was touring on his own without even the father. He was all over campaigning. Mo aje at the aspect na muka ganshi da babanshi. That one side. She the kanshi. There were several programs that Sharaf engaged, involved without the father. Akwani daga Madina zongo straight to Fanga. One match. He was there. Bayan wana Kumasi one walk with Muntaka. He was there. Northern region. Yaje Ujin. Yai walk. Sharaf was there. Basically Sharaf was everywhere. With or without a father. He was campaigning and was campaigning like a grassroots like myself. Sharaf was on the streets all over campaigning. So these are the two clear distinctions. Kuma mugane kuma kamamba. Kamanda na chigabana fadina. Presidents na the one powers. It determine one they hang around. Kuma yao Yeah, so my naga my pick maso na bagana na afani magana why? It's not too early for you. Because I thought come by now ku just na tunani about 38% to na yet there's one because someone 38%.
38.
Kagan Mallam Fary mu maka mu gaskiya.
Is it 30?
Kagan Sharaf is just like any ordinary party member within the party.
No.
His works speaks for himself. That Ache kama Sharaf ya hide kanshi. In other siblings. How many times muka go with the non-siblings? They were all in their own field, doing their own thing. But the most visible person that we can see within the present Mahama family was Sharaf. Almost everywhere, Kaganshi. Not only when you see the father there, no. There are programs, several programs, you see Sharaf there performing and also what's campaigning. It's an yo. AIB, in a command so yo. In command President Mama Dashi, one worry. If feel like oh maybe I need your company. Nothing prevents him. So long as command base we spend couldn't Ghana or something is not part of the Ghana budget go one up that way. I think it's the aircraft in Ghana they far use from beginning, early days. Many people say you meanwhile, this aircraft is at no cost to the country. It's a we understand that we want analysis in the Mugani from the angle that we are going to come from. Fine. Kado Kibatunshi, President Anado. How many times we can hear Shinkapi?
Do you follow them? You don't follow them. I'm with Jankruma at Dio. Need a Jankruma in the ladder.
Very land.
No, you see,
cash.
No, I came in. No. You don't get me.
No, Usman. In your land, Kashigo, you have your time. Kashigo, yeah, better. Yeah.
So, you know, the KKB come out so far, bro. Can I magana de wa ban project ba. Anyway, let's make progress.
Okay, well, very announce one day, so continue. 0553-683-010. Kamenda kuka saba hii kuturo mana sakoninku 0553-683-010. Idan suka shigo zana karanta mbaku cigaba.
Kai wani magana yanzu ga kaman ke da Jankruma daga Dio. Yes, fine. Ke da ita ne. By as visible kaman mun ganta kaman yadda muke gan Sharaf na. Ba mu ganta irin wannan gani ba. That she, but in any case,
must she be visible?
Mallam Fary, it's all about your active involvement and participation. Active involvement and participation, where basically individuals can stand and testify, indeed this young man was all over the place working and campaigning. And it wasn't just in 2024. He was with us in 2020. All the way till 2024.
Yeah, it's possible wani Akufo-Addo yana campaign shaci dan shi kaman ita wanda kuke ambatun sunan tanga tana kasan nan ba ta sa kanta ciki.
Mun gan dewa.
Yeah, it's possible haka.
There was a school of thought na suka fara magana ma kama politicians na yaran su ba su involve kansu da other things.
No, na yaran su idan ya zo wurin tashin hankali.
No, not only just one. No, Mallam Fary.
Don Sharaf da muke magana shiga after election mun gan post-election violence da muka gan people wearing NDC shirts ko ba mu ga Sharaf ciki ba.
There are several demonstrations na mu da Sharaf muka demonstrations.
Demonstration ba violence.
Muna da several demonstrations.
The expression of ongani.
Lawless na kaga yin na. Kaga ni ciki.
Ba kai ba ka ciki.
I decided not to go.
So wa'inda suke magana
suna cewa
wa'inda suke magana suna cewa kamar suna magana ne ga matasa kamar kai inda ake fada ake ganin ka amma inda yazo wurin the expression of opinion a ga mutum a doke shi kamar wani mai hankali kai ba ganka wurin shi yasa ake cewa kamar shi dan shi na gida in yazo wurin basa ake make those references.
Mallam Fary ba wujin basa kada ke make reference na ba. I've been on several platforms. Na mutana ita mai kama ana campaign ma how many of the children of those politicians can come and involved in those campaigns. But here is the case. Mungan Sharaf in all basically it was all over. Before, during, and after the election.
So are we to say that?
So no. So exactly. So how many of the Kagans come and shoot about them? kagamba da che kaman baban na ya win ya carry yau shem kaga kama Sharaf na bench it would have been completely different team altogether. Ama this is the case before, during and even after the election. The boy is all over with the father. And not just only the father. There are instances, several instances in the kind of Ganshi in a campaign on his own. She the cash with his own movements, the youth, the Abash, the Abukaresh, Kagaja in a campaign. That is. This is what we are talking about.
Dian Osafumafu. Was he also not visiting?
What? No. Kagasu.
It's a question.
Dian Osafumafu. They were brought outside.
Can I talk?
They were brought outside.
You can't ask him that question because he can't tell you anything.
They were brought outside.
He can't tell you anything about that.
Anka Osu ne.
Interesting.
Kuma within the MPP setup, the council acquired and Damascus some issues with that because so that come what that ganga do kaba so ko na aiki ba. All of a sudden, Osafuman fi ya say kan wanga so ne bangare yace mu na kama ba aiki. Isa kuna kuke tunani ko kuna fata ku samu aiki kuje private sector kuje ku da aiki. In less than 24 hours or 48 hours, shemu kaga kama guardian shi guda ya sa senate. Ga guda ya sa shi na. As a caliber of Osafuman Kasaya.
Okay, after saying that ba aiki in the public sector.
Yes.
Shaka ganga ba ya kasa gidiyanka.
At least.
Usman shigo, shibari Usman ya shigo.
It's so funny and interesting how NDC people they talk. Ela bum mamaki. Ela bugeni. Garinga. Kache mbagan oforiata kan street ela campaign ba.
Oh basa. Oforiata.
Kache mbagan Gabi. The entire Dankwa family, so campaign ba.
Gabi was actually a regular panelist on most radio stations, TV stations.
The wife of Gabi, the entire Akufado family were on the street campaigning.
Wife of Gabi.
With him campaigning
wife
on the street. Everybody. The guy that is talking about, Osafuman Stanley was not from outside. He went to the University of Ghana.
He's definitely
but
you said we should shut up and listen.
Outside.
You said don't behave like this. You didn't like it. Why are you doing it?
Allow me to handle this. The day Makabaka so she's on
the 15th of November, we're having a program. Domini, you know where I work. So I deal with them a lot. I told her, Jan Kruma, yeah, wow, okay, me she was in deal with us. 2015, before the father won election, she was on the field with us. The mother will tell you, if you go to her, she will tell you in Ghana, Bomodino can be a Gama Shipon. What's the meaning? Take them to where guns are, I let them campaign. So they worked. The entire family worked. They want power. They give them position. You people, if you had listened to me very well, I told you something, come on. That clause in the constitution, I'm against it. All these things that we are talking about, ambush position. Kagani inda baka for no one before the nako. When we magana, because of course in Nina the Diana Waga Diana national president, why won't I give him job to do? Because he will follow me everywhere I go. Because this guy sitting there knows come on no win. Yashimaya win. So definitely you'll be part of my campaign. Immediately you make a statement. Come on, oh Alaba Diaramu, Karukaba family. Your hands are tight now. Even if Sharaf, I know Sharaf very well. I'm into football. Sharaf, we need a shin that go do that boxing. I know he worked, but what I'm saying is, Kagani, me,
You are talking about the clause.
That is what I said. And you were going outside. You were going otherwise what I have said.
You brought somebody's name.
No, listen to me. You didn't get the impulse of what I'm saying. Though you jumped into it. I said all these people they worked, but there's a clause somewhere telling you conflict of interest. Don't give him job. And I'm telling him,
come on, now come on, politicians who say our kai.
Yes.
I abin de become a child.
Yes. Shenin na chewa come that very close. In there, during the election, Yayana ke gabe ban put the election. And then they come to work and let's be frank with ourselves. What's the involvement of Ibrahim Mahama in this campaign? You tell me, come on.
NDC.
Yes.
That one I don't know for a fact.
You know, let's say involvement in the campaign. Listen to me. In the I'm not saying the appointment.
No, that one I don't know for a fact.
Come on. I'm not saying it's sponsored, but I'm not talking about the money.
What kind of involvement? Wait.
I was in Newtown. I saw Ibrahim Mama and his group in Newtown. Going house to house. Yes. House to house. Yes. In Newtown. I was in Nima. I saw Ibrahim Mama in Nima in the market sector campaigning. I didn't mention any financial attachment to what I didn't say that. I said it's involvement in what they did.
But all of these things, Kudiaki, the share.
I'm not talking about monetary aspect.
Okay. All right.
Definitely, yeah. I'm talking about the involvement of these families in the campaign.
The active involvement.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the people must work. But
to some extent, now so Musaya Magana Diki come on. Mudu kamu yadda kaman siyasa ake yi kuma ana siyasa dole ne yau ina tashi ina campaign ina da wani brother ina da wani sister ina da umma ina da baba dole ne in an ajiye ni an ajiye wani the possibility kamar ni da su dauki ina zuwa ni da su dauki ina zuwa bar show your flow yau ni da su bi baya na su mara mini baya inda sun mara mini baya kuma su a kasancewar su mutanen Ghana na yi nasara na kare in akwai wani godiya na appointment dan ya kamaci in ba su kuma da ya competent su yi aikin ai ina ba su ba laifi bane shi yasa abu ne da ya kamaci 'yan siyasa duk ko understand kaman koya wannan abu ya faru yawan ka ce wani yayi bai yi ba kai ma gobe ka yi mai wa explanation da aka kawo ka bayin nan ba wanda da ji ko ba haka ba honorable
Mallam Fary Mallam Fary ina zo wani classical example ya shigo hankali na yanzu
haka wani ciki kenan bar mu je
na san wani yaya da kanin da suka yi aiki da yaya da kanin da suke aikin nan wani bai tambaye su kama don za ku yaya da kanin kuke aiki kuke kamfe kuke wagabo wani bai tabe su kama don me sa brothers ko yaya kani don me sa kuke aiki kuke kashe kan kuna ba party kuna yin da ku duka party ya win da party ya win ya kare she suka je suka bi appointment she wani je kama yaya da kan don me sa ku kuna karba exactly it doesn't make sense
so that's the point kaga there is akwai wani abu da ke cikin constitution where conflict
clause na affairs that's what it's fighting for
ya kamace abu ne da ya kamace ba fit da shi wurin au a fit da shi wurin ko a review a redefine sha gane what constitutes conflict of interest.
Mallam Fary
conflict of interest shi kawai ne ni ina campaign na mata na bi na tana bi na muna cikin adari muna cikin rana an yi campaign an kare kamar na sharafin ga ba wanda ke ganan ga da dai ce campaign da John Mahama ya yi at a point a lot of people even felt like ya kamace a bashi sports youth and sports minister because in ka duba aikin da ya yi
within the
even in Kumasi
Tamale
northern region yana shi kawai je ya yi float.
Yes, it's true.
All of these things were campaign and ana yi
but he was
na Gabi da kai maganan ga Gabi had radio station ya kafa wai party aka mai bulala to don me sa wani dai zamna ya ce don me sa wani dai zai ce wai family and friends ka gani ko shi sa abu ne da ya kamaci mu bani read messages singa mun continue ban so mu dadi kan wangan where you are complaining about JM's son following him but quickly forgot that an amount of Ghana located to Nana Addo's daughter. I don't understand what you are saying here. Well, I don't understand the people of Ghana. You are rather complaining of JM's sons following him, but kept quiet about a contract that was even given to Nana Addo's daughter. I don't think when they send message, you can share do a program to starting. We Sufaya Kasim Larry, we Mallam Fary, you are welcome. Thank you. Well, I know you feel relaxed moving around in Ghana because JM is now president of Ghana. I've never felt tense or sick. Yeah, I've never felt tense on it. I mean, if gaskiya gudani, mutane Ghana sometimes ba mu son gaskiya depending on where we are standing. I mean, I can confidently tell you, if there is one president who has been criticized in this country, is Akufo-Addo. You can say John Mahama. John Mahama ya shanash, but Akufo-Addo. Look at Akufo-Addo. This thing on social media came where people would open camera to Zamna suna zagin manya ba musu komi. These were seen on radio before. When they were very careful. I mean, we know Muntie 3, yes. What happened. But this time around, I mean, someone can go and machine a US. Yeah, AJ camera, yes, guy for the official about the president and some other leaders in this country. Chief Imam Duka ana zagi su. Then nan kai kai ka bude camera ka dibiya kan idon ka zagi Chief Imam wani kai. So let us agree, Kamamba, in the siyasa mu nan ya kai ke ga, whether it is good or bad, wannan it's a conversation for another day. But in ka ce min kaman yanzu ni na feel relax na move around. Wait, your mama is just 20 no?
20 days.
20 days. Yake na ya fara. Jira ngai wani abu ya kauce kamar yanda ta send min message ngai wani abu ya kauce Mallam Fary babban baki daga nan zo na zamna ina fire kake send message ki threaten na ko kar wani ya send message ya threaten na wannan dai mean kamar indeed and as a matter of fact mutun yayi magana ya move about freely. But as it stands now, I don't think akwai wanda aka hana shi tafiya freely cikin kasan ga wai don ya criticize Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. There are journalists in this country who sit on their airwaves, insult this man left, right, center. They are walking there freely. Except of course, Meshe J wani magana da bai kamace yi ba. She I invite shi police station karshe ma an saki me shi. And that's not the first time that I can invite wani police station. Zamanin gan naje na yi contemptuous, naje na pass contemptuous comment. An kama ni. Wannan dole ne. Saboda kasa ake mulki kuma ana mulki ne da dokoki ba ana yin shi haka nan bane. Shi yasa mu understand wannan. Jalaluddin we alhamdulillah you are back. I've missed your show Mallam Fary. One kuma we their words will come back to haunt them. NDC won the elections with propaganda. So far, similarity where NDC has brought total peace in Ghana. If Ghanaians have survived 8 years of Akufo-Addo, then we can survive any other government. That is what you think. Those people kuma da aka je kansu ana karban aikin su ana they've not seen peace since January 7th. Take note of that. Mallam Fary studio.
Mallam Fary.
Now,
the most abused or insulted president, she the President Mahama. From the day one, I can swear President Mahama. But I'm not talking of now. Previous, the clergy, the CSOs.
Has it changed? Did it change for Akufo?
Yes.
We are. Allow me. Mistake in that some of you politicians do is that when you are saying these things, you see the clergy, the what not, akwe enda suke NDC, akwe enda suke MPP. Definitely, enda suke NDC na power, suma su inshuru, ba su magana. Enda suke MPP, yanzu da ji so haka in lokacin Akufo-Addo. There were journalists. I can mention their names. There were journalists.
Including those that were murdered.
Who was murdered?
There were journalists that were murdered. Oh, this is into Ahmed Swali.
Ahmed Swali the one.
Go ahead.
Ahmed Swali the one.
Go ahead. Shey
magana. Shey ma gwada ma wanda aka murder lokacin da John Mahama Kizam.
Mallam Fary.
Lokacin da John Mahama Kizam ne kai an buga journalists aka murder wasu.
So what do I comment?
Oh, I can mention their names. I can mention, but I know them. That's not what we are discussing now.
So let me
what I am saying is that akwai pastoci da su ma suka criticize Akufo-Addo kariya niki.
So now they were quiet. Basically they were quiet. It was just this latter part of Akufo-Addo's administration. So kafara kama no. Yanzu de inde kaina ya kama musu wiya. Kuma angan kama they are trying to like Anagos kama they are playing double standard, like they are being hypocrites. Esa yazo ya kama mata sama na magana ana kila sura na ku da dokacin John Mama sakaran jan gono gift afeni dazi da su agulon ga da menene ga duka da tis
gift afeni dazi ta taba magana against John Mama
ana fari kaga yau kaga magana kama it is by discussion na ken so I don't want to go delve into it but the issue is that answer more than suka ce God shaja organize daga independence
but she was still doing it during Akufo-Addo's time
for the way
she was doing it
can do my headlines now
what
darkness has cloud over this country
but who says she doesn't do that during Akufo-Addo she does
Mallam Fary but Kazari I know you know me yes, I want to
she does
but what I want you to understand is that but the issue is most insulted and abused president she the President Mama from 2012 to 2016 President Mama be futaba be from the very day Naka swear she in
what are some of the insults
Baba Sonje Ojina I don't want to go the issue is that Mallam Fary
no
President Nanadu the Baumia so some basically that laxity of free of time when be attack so CSOs now so shuru is a basically ko shuru ana come
is that the case
that what Mallam Fary
but look at Nana Donga look at Samu Victor Voma Wonga it
was the latter part
it is
when the people failed to even voice out that was when Samu Voma Mallam Fary
fix the country fix the country fix the country
Mallam Fary kaga mu ba kamu gaskiya as the people
yeah
kuma there's no way when you compare come the freeness now like the kind of peace of mind now President Akufo-Addo is some Ghanaians aka shuru aka kalosh yazo aka ma Ghanaians kama gana che Ghanaians dey so shuru na ma
was it not because first term Akufo-Addo was generally good and successful. So in the first term, that's what
are you talking of the economic indicators?
So in the first term,
the good indicators that we left behind, it took over from 2017.
Yes, so
that propelled it to 2018.
So in the first term, people didn't find any cause
because we built the foundation for him to take off.
In the second term, so in the second term, there was obviously COVID-19, Dunia Yai Karfi. This Russia-Ukraine war, the Kulunkai Magana, so she ever Ghana Karfinga. Ghana was obviously hard. Economy na yata barbari. Second term Akufo-Addo. So you had those people who were quiet in the first term now beginning to speak, including Fix the Country movement. We also get into
Mallam Fary. Muna cikin garinka. Mun gan yanda lamarin President Akufo-Addo da Baumia eje cikin garinga. Mun bar musu basically 2018 ka duba World Bank reports 28 akwai me muka bar musu from the 2017 as we take over 7th January 2017 ya rika su till 2018 till the early days till the latter part of 2018 suka fara suna backslack kan wasu ababen da suke aka fara na cautions kamar hey direction da kunga ya kawo matsala ba su heed to advice ba. Look at the various wanga Esla fund the soros the wanga namuka bari da abuwa this. They are basically mortgage units. Even get fund some mortgages. All these things I'm about to advise so look at Sheba Suji until suka crash somewhere in 2019 March. That's what crash which is with the COVID now. Even COVID my yaka COVID. Before so it affairs Suji Oslo aka chemus kama no at the rate na COVID ne kind now. It's not advisable so bad. Chinchina cha wetu nte suka je. This was just carry Soran has my history. Bayan sun je sun komo now, Soran is my history. Esa ba one now free laxity movement na suka samu, one peace of mind na suka samu na. President Mama be samu one kind of peace of mind ba. From 2016, it is remember na Ghanaians ko use. Atama ya zakama ngwani mana na mankashi mana me chiuma. Ina ga kama President Mama can.
Na so mu drop on fight against corruption. Mungan so far there are some cases that could drop. Now we are hearing now to forcing Kuma and drop. What does it mean
before
to the MPP, especially when government in so more than
Don't want any Magana. I don't think he was in Ghana in 2016, 2016. I'm sure you were in Ghana.
Maybe I was in
I'm shocked of what you are saying. Employment, you went to IMF, you couldn't even employ.
What did you leave?
You went to IMF, you couldn't even employ.
What did you leave behind?
Even today, we're giving you money.
What did
even today, everybody don't reach.
That's 2 hours for. That's 2 hours for you left behind.
Where 2 hours for? That's why that give it back. That's not didn't to hear it. He said it plainly. He didn't do that. Even today, we gave people money. Today.
You gave us money.
We gave you money.
Which
2.8 billion that you got. That you were happy. We gave you. We with the agreement. You came to sign it and you got money.
We move on.
Kagani. Not Tambe Magana. Ayeni, the Attorney General in Ghana. Excuse me, in business entities, they have been there. In business entities, they have been there. 271 million Ghana cedi. Mutu wan check come Cocoa board. Yachi wan nankudi. Come causing financial loss to the state. Yazo all breaches they were. Anka she court for 8 years. Yazo a court. That and the over. I'm back of document to Gagani come. Gaudian naka kayai.
Ya Dubai.
Lazua. Lazua court.
Witch hunting cookie.
Kala, listen to me. We were going to court. There were people that were coming out to testify on the way, and the court was moving. You came in to just drop the case.
Maybe court here, case here drag up to this time.
The will of justice grinds slowly. The will of justice grinds slowly. It's not in the haste. It grinds slowly. Because you need people to come and testify. You need evidences to back your case.
Akwani doka the day Hana she doka one number.
She ni na check man. Ngana na big companies ne. Waka che wani ya duki 271 million Ghana cedi. Ya say no more schools on day again abinga daga garesu. She check man ya zo cancel case no. I forget case no. But you see, justice delayed is justice denied. There's another saying. Which says, come on, crime has no expiry date.
Meaning in future MPP.
Crime. No, listen. No, that is what it is. Crime has no expiry date. Crime has no expiry date. In Magana Lana, when they were doing the Andy Overnote, you saw everything in the Andy Overnote. You see, some of our politicians now going to come on. We are not smart. You were saying, come on, because Akufo-Addo is in power. Yeah, park judges, so the judges are supporting them. They are doing blah 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 blah. You are the Attorney General now. What you've done, you've raised the eye of people. Come on, your first thing that you did was to stamp on corruption, to sign on corruption. You signed and sealed on corruption. Couldn't that have been because they are from your party? Your party has done something that the court is dealing with it. Instead of you, the Attorney General, to come and you have to protect Ghana now. You are not to leave Ghana. You have to protect Ghana purse. The purse that the finance minister is sitting there, you are protecting it. You, anything, you go and fight for Ghana. That there's amount of money that we are chasing. You came to power. You've endorsed corruption. Can't you come on? I've been going to start that kind of the Eyama daddy, Meshete. Eyama daddy. At the end of the day, she can check come on.
What is that?
Ala the Cocoa board. One cow, I've been that seed in that as soon as she that sugar some cocoa was here. What's in that cow and made a kill? According to Agogo.
Is it fertilizer or a seed?
A seed. Check. You have your phone. Check. Seed that is going to be used to be planted. That when we had low abinga. It wasn't good for us. So they took it to court. Come on, I've been that kega. Couldn't that and supported that kega. Couldn't kega that couldn't that kega. Esa atari be couldn't. Governor Demi turned out all the Attorney Generals that came were chasing this from 2018. So I've been magananga. Anka wanuri anti anka odida kaina. Nkola kari ba kari bani. Justice has not come. Come oh, ya free. Amake kazu the kartinka. Kache come on today, the second case in the matter that company no matter ambulance no soon be that's why they check company could.
So for want of clarification, but seed buddy, it actually has to do with fertilizers. So Agongo CEO Agricult Ghana Limited.
Yes, sorry, fertilizer.
Antuhume Shida fraud. Kama yaser substandard fertilizer. To cocoa board. She may IQ cocoa board. We are say substandard what to fertilizer the be the kill. Yes, area bar cocoa board wanda oponi ya taimaka mai suka yi wannan wato fraud din. Oponin chi he was accused of waiving a proper testing and certification of the fertilizer supplied by Agungu. Ya kamace a test fertilizer ya so a mika wani certificate da ke gwada kamar ya dace ya amince wato abu ne mai kyau da da ya ba koko ba su yi amfani da shi. Shi Agungu ya ce a'a bai yin wannan kuma wannan abu duka doka na kai kamar dole ne inda sai fertilizer da yi amfani da shi idan ya zo wurin noman koko ya kamaci a yi wannan ba yi ba. To shi ya kawo wannan magana. Where their trial started in March 2018 with the AG charging the two with 27 counts of allegedly willfully causing financial loss of 271.3 million Ghana cedis to the state. The two accused persons repeatedly pleaded not guilty to all the 27 charges and were on 300,000 bail each with their passports impounded.
Mallam Fary,
that's the case.
Wanga magananga. All the witnesses in Aka cows chicken court soon testify come on. The little bit fertilizer was tested indeed by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. Bayan Ghana's Food and Drugs Authority test na sukayi. Aka koma aka check akaba Center for Scientific Research into Wanga scientific research. Sukuma sukayi test, suka conduct test, suka prove kama the efficacy of the fertilizer is so solid that it can be used for our cocoa. One now fertilizer no it helped Ghana in 2015. Muka become the world highest producers of this cocoa. State prosecutors no Zoduka, the witness like Kauduka. Zoduka soon confirmed kama there was a proper due diligence that was conducted before the fertilizer was approved, before payment was done. Kundoki 8 years. Yes, justice, window of justice grinds slowly. That's one leg. Another justice delayed, justice denied. 8 years. 8 years. No, biunga man kison second. 8 years. 8 years. Kunche mababanga kama ya cause financial loss, and we are not able to prosecute him. 8 years. You were not able to prosecute him simply because the matter is in court, and because the witnesses that came, all the witnesses that showed up testified that the thing went through the testing process. She
could continue, could allow. Do the day testify.
It was political persecution.
Just continue it.
It was a mere political persecution. Alafadi, MPP.
I'm interested in closing this case so rather than Aberi. Yes, so about the dama when government
crime has no expiration date.
Expiry day, yeah.
Yes. Crime be expire 100 years in ana. Kama ya ndani ke da kananda.
Suka dawo su
Mallam Fary ni na nanga yazo aka ni kuma na da wasu cases na kiaje. Na yazo aka nan na bada mu je mu review case na. A open shi kuma
wani case kenan.
Wannan da mun fadi shi daga baga. Wani yamin mutunci. She be shi da taba kuma ya kare saboda na forget. She je zama kuma yi batun banza. She bakara da yazo. No me pe masu me I'm not a litigator, but the issue is you committed some level of crime against me. And I said, because of Allah, I've forgiven you, so let's go. Then you go back and go and sit down somewhere, and you ran on kind of several commentary, and they brought it back to me. Mallam Fary, the docket is still there. We know through him for the dustbin side. So back to the issue. Kagamba, in the case of Yasuneshi, Richard Jakpa, the attorney, the current finance minister, we went to the court. You took us to the court, and the court decided to. Even at the time, the early stages, when the parties involved came and said that, listen, the company is willing to bring back the money. As a smart attorney general, what do? You accept that one because it's the money that you were fighting for. Well, for we are in this country, the company said what? If it is about the money, they brought the equipment, they brought everything, but it was left for them to assemble and all. But if you say this is because of the money, then this is the money. Take the money, and then we forget about this whole issue. And then, as stubborn as the then attorney general was,
maybe she
so you can value it, and then you tell them, okay, based on this and that, we are adding this interest to it. because the company was they were in fact they were willing and they were ready. And they even came forward.
That was not an admission of wrongdoing.
It was never wrongdoing.
The person,
the oral team, the people, individuals who worked with them voluntarily and hand over the team. That one to should say, oh, because
that one have they made it possible?
The issue is
public,
that,
or they are just saying it.
The issue, no, that's Kenny. People are working voluntarily.
You were there in the office. You work with them now.
We've not seen any public.
You work with them.
So you expect that those things to come. No, you will see. By the time they will finish their work, they will publish.
So we will not.
So that's what I'm saying.
We can't trust.
Who is Ora?
Mallam Fary. We ma come this year. Me she we me. Catch we somebody bashinga. Can one keke prosecute. Okay, fine. Anya nto anya ntua. Ga kudi. Sheka che Sheka je kai audio. Ke meeting kana keke secret meeting ko shaka record nka. Kache no, me I want to jail this man. That's your interest. So you were not even interested about the money.
Because you are illegal.
Kuma, because you are illegal. You will not even get the money. Mesa kiki sunka jailish. Kana sunka jailish because of the money. That you were after the money. And the people with the money said what? If it is because of the money, then the money is available. We are ready to hand over the money to you. If you were having the country, if you were having the country at heart, at that point in time, what do you do?
So mean government da kuka yi ma mutane alkawali kaman da ku zo ku yaki corruption.
Yes, mun yaki corruption.
Isn't corruption?
What are you talking about? This is a political prosecution that you people were for the last 8 years.
Shouldn't it rather be in your interest kaman wannan case kenan da since 2018 yana nan ana kai kawo shi yasa a bar kesin shi da kanshi ya je ya kwanta a san kaman okay oponi din da shi kudan ba su yi wani laifi ba an share su an wanke su amma a ce case din muna ganin kaman political prosecution ne shi yasa ba mu bibiyan kesin kuma an ajiye
muna cikin garin ga yan MPP suka shiga court suka je suka threaten the life of a sitting judge. Har judge ta tashi ta gudu. Muna cikin garin ga muka san MPP suka ce kamar wo mun jail one kuma MPP mun san su. Tun da dan ce an jailin ka dai an san anya na miss and waste na da bi a duka jailin ka.
Sun je sun threaten life of the judge. Ba saboda wadannan abubuwa duka 38.3
I don't know the issue is that no, too wrong doesn't make right.
That's why you are proposing now. You are making too wrong.
But in the case of Jackpa and things, already the court that you yourself you have packed the court have discharged these two.
And we took the case to where the Supreme Court.
The court that you packed.
But it took the case to the Supreme Court.
The court that you packed. Chicken house every
court in Nasuka Park wanga suka bimana sun wanga judges sun kwashe judge mutane
suka win case waje
yeah shamuka win
so what shot kama
I mean judge the law sun ga kama magana na party nake so implicate mutumin na ba daidai ba
ba su ma MPP
ba su da MPP aji kenan
ba dai fadi ma kaga wai barawo when ka boyin ka sata ba ganka ba amma dai if to public aka ganka an ganka you can't run away from it kuma ba ka kai one different judgment on that.
So now by MPP keep power but who keep power? Who keep power? Why don't you allow the case to go?
Mallam Fary, they've spent 8 years, wasted Ghanaians' time.
Prove it. Why don't you want to prove it? By rather saying you are not interested in the case, you are dropping the case.
Mallam Fary, let me prove. You say I should prove, so let me prove it.
Prove it.
The proof.
No, you don't prove it here. You don't prove it here. You don't prove it here. Baba, you don't prove it here. You don't prove it here. Rebut us. You don't prove it. You don't prove anything. Sorry.
The proof is that the person said and he said you don't like money. You are interested in jailing the man.
So interesting.
So innocent.
So Yanzu kudin da aka ce kudin da abin da ina zuwa da ka take ka kai certificate kaman gashi ai muku FDA ka ga certificate FDA
is a witness
ka ga certificate you are sitting here saying
that came to testify in the court.
There was a witness that said nothing was done. Are you aware of that? There was a witness that said that nothing was done. Are you aware of that?
The what?
There was a witness that said that nothing like that sort was done. Are you aware of that? We got 5.
Out of the 5 it was
three said was not done. You see that is a lie. 3 said was not done. Go on your phone.
So
check your phone.
Go back. Kusunche ba. Don't say har wayo ba.
It is a process. do akoni case turai 27 years kula kama aga jail me 27 years Ghana akoni case 10 years kula aga jail me it is a process the rules of justice grind slowly but the time you check come oh we try to run the law we need to go through the process and when you read the kazo power I'm back a docket I'm back a komi I'm a transition I'm back a tekunu na komi come on Gabi oje na ka kai if you think come oh Akufo-Addo no problem Akufo-Addo have and Akufo-Addo is no more there. You have the powers and the court. Let the case flow. I check about the court has acquitted the discharge them sunte. When I'm jidari kama o. Amma kache kama akachire kudi no na ya sam kudi. Kudi na ya no school na ya Ghana wasani. We ask ourselves. We ask our mula tell kama kudi na me na kudi na ya sam kudi.
To blame your attorney general.
Blame yourself. Who can solve it?
You need to blame.
Who will do the case? Who will do
because
the case?
the company say what?
I'm not asking you who will do the case?
Messages.
After 8 years.
And then let it go.
Messages. It was MPP who taught JM how to do that because his first term, his son was not following him. One and Sunesh Fatau Bansi. We again, please, the man with that, we calm down because his party came to deceive Ghanaians and still on TV talking to us. Talking to us against Ghanaians are no more kids again. I don't know who you are talking to. We Alasan Sise from Zenu Center. Assalamu alaikum, Mallam Fary. The president who had goodwill of Ghanaians was Nanado in his first term. Yeah, I said that. The attacks and criticism started when he himself decided to behave like Arabian king in his second term. There were some of the actions. Myself, I sat here and criticized. Assalamu alaikum. Please remind the MPP man that we all saw photos of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with Sewa Bruni in the same flight. Are you sure? Ask him, was she a minister? Honorable Abdul Razak, we president and I decide when the day help leadership.
Meanwhile, Sewa Bruni was not.
You made the statement.
That's
when Chemaka, honorable. When Chemaka pays Zalla.
I'm a politician. I'm a sportsman.
Now Kujo, proud of you, Honorable Razak, for the good work you are doing. Now Kujo with the NDC colors. Eyezu, we fire custom like 2017. We were here in Ghana when MPP chased Ghanaians out of their jobs, but NDC has been so lenient and why you be more their chance, so firemen kasasa. Why their chance, more than no crowd and a brusso. Where the MPP guy is feeling bad for belonging to that party.
Never in my life. That's the color that I'll cherish till my death. Me. I'll cherish that color till my death.
He says never in his life he will cherish the color of the MPP till death. 0553 683 010. Maybe we should pick some calls now. I don't know whether my guys are ready to pick calls. 0553 683 010. You can also call and join the conversation. Unfortunately, Bamufara showed Nanda Mazaba because of one or two technical challenges, not from here, of course, from our host. So, Mufara, Munsoma, Kina, Rana Juma, Kumamunyi, Inshallah, Didi the Karfi Takosne, Kudoki Kalum, Commander Kasani, Mukasaba Inshi, 0553 683
brother asked me a question.
10. Mushigat King Batum, MFA, and Frank Anodom prayer. And now, so well, calls your father as well. So, young Kriwaki Kalai.
Can get the Nima for
Eyezuzu. Na Jinky.
Mallam Fary
Eyezuzu.
That makes you couldn't see the pa. When they climb on that bar, but Nanette, with my dear. Bayan ta tuce ta yaudara mutanen gane kare kira ta ma diye ya manta da wannan sannan kuna batun diyan JM nana duk mutanen shi da ya ba position da John John Mamma akwai president da ba position Ibrahim Mamu da kudi ce dai na gyara second wani irin magana ne ba su yi ethics ba su da magana cikin kasan gawo ni ethics ba da mata ka kira su masu fito ba domin mutanen Ghana sun gane ku sun gane yadda kuke dukkan kuma karyata ne yau ka ce wa ke da wani kotu ba kun ce da wani kotu da ba judges da ba su ba ke a wurin nan ba in na ka cire su Ghana ya zo da gindi ya zauna amma an su ke wurin nan har yanzu ba mu survive domin na ya ce dukan su ya biya nan ga suka yi judgment suka tashi cikin kotu ta sai suna rawa wani kari zai wannan ba Ghana ba wani kari zai wannan ba Ghana ba pastor na garin ga malamai na garin ga dukkan su suna kallon da nake yi wani ya tabu da wace ce magana ya daure bakin kowa ya yi tsoro amma lokacin John Mamman ko na na fitowa magana ta yanzu kuma da suka yi magana muna gaya musu wannan kan wani ya rufe da shaniban baban nan domin kan wani ya rufe da shaniban ma John Mamman John Mamman da yanzu zai gani da iko Allah mutanen kasa suka zabe shi fatarwa masu tashi vote mishi da iko Allah abin da yake zai ma mutanen Ghana Allah ya ba shi iko yayi Ghana da suka tusu shi ba ya sata vote ba ne ba ya sata vote ne Allah ya ba shi da iko Allah yayi kuma ya ba janji shi duka position muna bayan shi don kan na mun ga wannan duka salamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam Adiya Kande Jamila kai kuma kai ka kira 0553683010 kai kuma ka tofa albarkacin bakinka a kan batutuwa da muka ta yankuri wake kan layi. Hello. Sunan ki da inda ke kira.
Suna na Ajiya da yiwu na Santa Maria.
Ajiya ina jin ki.
Yo. Hello ne ne.
Hello.
Tana jin kanta kan TV.
Yankuri in kuka kira kaku ji kanku don't listen to yourself on the TV set. In ka kira mu ka kashe TV ka yaso ka saulare ni kan phone ka haka za mu yi mu fira yankuri wake kan layi. Hello. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam sunan ka da inda kake kira.
Sunana Muhammad Amin ina kira daga Kumasi.
Muhammad Amin ya mutanen Kumasi.
Alhamdulillah.
Ina jin ka.
Ina full show kun.
Ina jin ka.
Saboda Allah ba MPP ba ba su jin kunya. Saboda Allah ba su jin kunya. Abin da ya faru garin ba su jin kunya su yi boys ma suna kuma sauye suna magana saboda Allah. Wani mutane ke gani good 8 years baka da kuma mutane suka skofa. Baka da kuma mutane suka skofa sun garin ga ba san komi ga yake cewa habo don kana koyar habo ko kana koyar increase kaya taxes kuma gari an masu yau kuna fito ba kuma kuna magana ba John na kwata mai da Ibrahim Mamu ma ba shi ma ko da kin minister of finance sai ba shi
all right mun gode 0553683010 kai kuma kai ka kira ka tofa albarkacin ba wai John Mahama ya kamaci mai da Ibrahim Mahama vice shi ya kuri wake kan layi. Hello sunan ki da inda
Bomo ne daga Madina.
Bomo Madina ina jin ka.
Na ce magana da suke fadiwa batu MPP ba su da kunya wada.
Na Madina ya na online no ya chuchu sa. Also bet me afre 0553683010 kai kuma kai ka kira ka tufa albarkacin ma ya kuri wake kan layi. Hello. Wa alaikum salam sunan ka da inda kake kira ina jin ka.
Sunana insha Allah ina kiran daga kasuwa.
Insha Allah daga kasuwa.
Mallam Fary. Na ganka ya jima.
Kana mun dawo.
Yau ka gani ai. Na biya ma. Mallam Fary na biya ma kamar NDC ya zo power. Na fahimta. To mamman nan ba. State minister muka cire. Mun ba NDC 2 years. Ba NDC ya zo power nga. na koyo wo mu duka ana anya ana hotoci na fahimta yes MPP ko mu duka abata amma da to mamu ye wi na koyo mu to wi awa kun 12 years ba te mu no ko ni kasuwa ba to duka wo mu ana aiki ana sa hotoci da ba na duka an wasa gota 8 years ko sharan anya ma ya MPP ba su yi ba kaga isa MPP ne su shiru su duba yanda ake gwamnati cikin gari kaga ni Ibrahim Muhammad yana da kudi wo Ibrahim Muhammad yana da kudi amma to mama yana so gwada magana kaman ba zai dokan wani family ya sa cikin NDC ya bashi wani post yana so ya use mutanen Ghana ba yanda MPP ya yi ba ya bashi kudin gari duka ya ba family Afirka ya muna so mu gwada kamar yanzu sarautan Firawuna ya fita kanmu.
Thank you. 055 0553-683-010. Like seriously. Ya kuri ake kan line. Hello.
Hello, salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikis salam. Sunanki da inda ke kira.
Mallam Fary yankuri sunana Sufaya Kasim Lai.
Masha Allah.
Na kira from Madina constituency.
Wallahi magana ina jinki.
Madina constituency. Na lawyer Sotu.
Ina jinki magana.
Alhaji Razak. Allah ya dauka ta aikin da kake ma Madina. Gari ku Allah next time za mu kai ka region insha Allah.
Ba MP ba.
Mallam Fary.
Na'am.
Ka ga ne MPP abin da suka shuka nan. Shi ke hantu su this time. This time mun ga mu ma mu musu sannu ke no ba mu musu komba manyan mu ma suna ba hankuri a bari su da suka zo duka suka yi muna suka cire mu wafe. Yasa wanga kadan muna musulmi ne ne yasa su doke su haka nan. Manyan mu suka ci ayi kadan yasa. Su doke su haka. A gaida kowa Mallam Fary ta gaida amarya.
Ta ji. Wato manya suka ce ku yi shi kadan ko. 0553-683-010. I'll pick my last call then Shim Dawo studio. Ayan kuri wake kan layi. Hello.
Ka rasa sa cikin politankin nan. Wannan kudi kuma fa. Kudin politankin nan shi kuma fa. A gaya musu. FPP shame. Da ikon da ba ku samu mulki.
All right. That'll be it. That'll be it. But dan ba ku 2 minutes ya so tashi lokacin.
Mallam Fary.
Okay, one pick last caller. Ya ku ake kan line. Hello.
Bari magana na shiga da zuciya ka.
Okay, yi magana.
Mallam Fary. Mallam Fary.
Ina ji yi magana. Tana jin kanta.
Ina gaida mutumin NDC na Mallam Fary ka ta abin da NPP suke ciki. Kun ji kunya. Ku zo ku kwashe kayan ku sun yi tseni. Duwa abin da NPP suka yi nan Allah duwa da mama mutanen Ghana suka zo fito. Kana mafi shekaran gan nan da Ghana NPP ne. Ba ma NDC ne Ghana NPP. Aka kare su kanka irin votin da aka votu ma da mama shekaran gaba ba ta yi shiga nan gaba. Wannan sata da suka na kudin Ghana kwanan da aka ba su yaki duka ba su yi ba suka ma boye to mun kalli duka yawa mutum ya fi duri ya kwanta yanzu Ghana ya shiga hannun NDC zawo ya yi su da kai sun ta kama da mama mai aiki ne in sha rufe aiki kudin da kuka waya cikin politanki kudin da kuka waya karkashin gado yawon Sangola kudin da sarki duka mun kama ta Allah wanda da kiyaye da Muhammad. Salamu alaikum. Da dai yake da mai Santa Maria.
Wa alaiki salam mun gode kore. My last caller. 2 minutes. Na suma da kai. Kai ki power. Na suma da kai.
Abin da nake da ne ba. Kaga yau MPP That's what the bakin so magana that must be na. Kuma so do by the precedents in the happen within their own government. She subari 38% in the exam guide before so magana. At the akateche de change kama neither kind of party na. I mean, I don't find the youth, all the branch executives, the party members, especially the branch executives, the polling agents. Let us all exercise a little bit patience. The government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then this government is just about 22 days old. Yeah, just 22 days old. You wouldn't expect come at once. Always some opportunity for appointment. No,
it's not because of the promises.
No, but don't promise. But the issue is, yes, it will come. People will be given opportunities. But at this point in time, it's all about patience.
Okay.
The President Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has not even put up fully his government together. And so with this na ankuri da mobako akowe ya ankuri akọ a lot of opportunities. Mallam Fary yawo ngano na shiga one office. Babban na ke office shi kira ni na je ni da organizer. Na muka je muka kai. Opportunity na wujin mamuta ba san ba.
Is it a private?
It's a state institution. It's a government institution. There exists opportunity in that particular institution today that I was invited, myself and the conference organizer. Even me and himself, we got that we didn't even know that that opportunity was there.
Wow.
And this opportunity will, if I'm to go by anything, we are looking up to about almost 200 people that will be employed within that particular place. So there are several opportunities, but it's about patience. Obi the way no one years old Safi. One my years old look at need ke muntashi munje na akwana wasu na duba Indian film. One look at na so this. Esa akma to ko ya nkuri. Kuma na akoma appeal. What an about appointments, government appointees. It's not the duty of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to come and give the branch executive job or the police agent job. It's solely the responsibility of you, the appointees. You need to think outside the box, have the vision and the foresight, and be able to look out for opportunities and let it trickle down
fix
to
others.
Yes, fix others. That's the reason why President Mahama is putting you there. So yak matter appointees masugani. Kuma muna
by extension, you are telling them not to be greedy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Domi, you should bear in mind, come on, it was some people at the ground there, which is at the nerve of the party, which is the branch, that's the bedrock of the party. That's the heart of the party. The
one thing they affect MPP is the apathy among their voters.
Because when the police station executive felt that, I can see this minister involved in this scandal, this amount of money and things. Meanwhile, those money doesn't trickle down to we the branch or the police station or police station executives or maybe the branch executives. It demoralized us or it demoralized them.
Sure.
This is Hankurida Muba all appointees. But Muzo Mikwanabadi. President Mahama has a very limited time to fix this country, to reset this country back on the right footing. It's a cool now. All the appointees must begin to think outside the box and engage, consult more, and identify opportunities and make it available to the branch executives and the party
Constituent Secretary Madina Constituent, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Look down.
Mallam Fary, 2018 to 2024, they served us with the food. We ate that food, no fight. We also served them with the same food. Maybe ours will have a little bit of spices. So they should be ready. Ours will have a little bit of spices and it will cost a lot of mayhem.
With Maggie,
from 2017 to 2024, they served us with a certain food. We ate the food.
What about food?
We didn't talk. Otherwise, we have a lot of spices. So they should be ready. And you see, I will reiterate this. Now, Fred Magana Kuma. Kagan, I've been the Ayeni year now. You stamp corruption.
No.
You sign corruption. You going to come on. Corruption is something that NDC can never fight.
It's not true.
Kagan appointment in that Kayim. Koala getting the footprint of the president. I go back so Afrianopa. The Koala. You campaign on a policy. Kasan coming the Kiapin economy. Kazopo Kafo 7-member committee. Just you make me. Just you make me. Kaka fund muna kaman kazo ile vikachiri. Kafa muna kaman kazo betting tax kachiri. Anga ko che bola tax kunchiri. Accepted. Kazo power. Chile kana chemu na kama form 7 member committee. So you make me.
Doesn't need
budget before.
I'm saying listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not talking about your budget. Can form 7 member committee to come and work on the economy.
And we are going to take them off.
You can't take it off. I'll tell you today. I'll tell you.
So how come Bamia was
Magana interjection?
Because Baumia ya gwada anye the your close will not loopholes. Ya gwada maka the tax reforms in the day kawo tell when Ghanaian people go come unga chile ku stand
Bamia said he will equally remove the benefit.
So I'm also telling you Bamia showed us ways that would use to substitute after taking it off.
Which ways?
He showed us the tax reform that is bringing.
So are you saying that we are not going to
meaning you are going to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? KGI. When they take this one, so that is what you are saying.
We are not like the MP.
That is what you are saying.
We are not.
You say you need.
You are saying your thing that you are going to.
You can't. I'm telling you today, you can't. Don't lie to yourself.
All right.
We are not like you.
On this note,
you can't. Are you into finance? Are you into finance?
On that note,
like you not even argue on that tangent. Are you into finance?
Dan da mu da saya kan shiri.
I'm telling you, you can't.
Har wayo muna tuna muku dala dai talla.
We are waiting for it. Who will be the CEO for UAE afternoon? 24-hour economy. Who will be that CEO for UAE afternoon? Who will be? I'm asking you. 133 who be the CEO in the
Usman dai talla.
Oh na tell me
oh dai talla baka bai talla.
CEO afternoon why 133
kare bari talla na kare ku bai talla do bari talla na ku bai talla na masu kallo
the three jobs
individual
Ghanaians have
3 jobs and 1 year is a job
and it's not a
1 year is a job CEO is not a job
CEO is
not a job CEO we need a CEO
and manage.
I'm asking you a question
and I'm telling you so I'm educating you
can't educate me I'm telling you 133 that's what you said 1 job 3 people 3 shifts and I'm asking you 1 year in the afternoon who will be the CEO simple question
okay let me do
is that simple
let me do
you can't answer
let me do
you fulfill every promise we are here I'm just waiting for him Aj will pay 15,000. Aj is waiting.
Anunka.
Aj is waiting for him.
Hello,
Aj. Mallam Fary.
Where the money is coming from? I want to. I must call her when you muna tuna muku. Baina Trade Connect. Babban dalili muka kafa for al'umma musulmai masu kasuwanci masu sayar da kaya. Boutique kake da shi ko menene kake yi kana son duniya a gano wannan dandalinmu a wato program ne babban baje koli ne da za mu yi shi rana 21 da rana 22 watan Fabrairu a ranar Juma'a ne da ranar Asabar a Madina Libya Quarter Zurak Park wurin da yi wannan babban taro ko me kake da shi zo ka display zo ka display ya so duniya a san ga abin da kake siya da yawanci mutanen zango muna da ayyuka kanana da muke yi da idan mun bashi ido zai yi girma a gano ya bunkasa mu kuma mu ci amfani kuma al'umman zango ma duk baki daya a ci amfani amma da yawanci muna yi shemu boye in an kira ma kaga mu mutanen zangon ba mu son mu kawo shi sa wannan dama ne da muka kafa last year mun yi shi Zongo Trade Connect this time around sunan shi Baina Trade Connect inda muke kira ga businesses da suke da interest in expansion suke da interest in coming out of that hole for the world to see what they have to offer. So it is an opportunity. The numbers are on your screen. Kindly call if you want to be part of this particular wato exhibition da za mu yi ba exhibition kawai za yi ba akwai dan tattaunawa da dai mu gano mu nemi ilimi ta kan yadda da mu tafiyar da lamari na kasuwancinmu lamari na aiki da muke yi ya so ya samu ci gaba family fun games duk na ciki shi sa take note for inquiries kai ka kira 055-0539-487747 ya so ka samu ƙarin bayani. Shi yasa abin da kenan kan wannan dandasa haya kan shirinmu na ma'auni. Insha Allah ranar Juma'a mun dawo kan wannan dandali ya so mu ci gaba